McClellan is to me one of the mysteries of the war. He had the way of inspiring you with the idea of immense capacity, if he would only have a chance. The test which was applied to him would be terrible to any man, being made a major general at the beginning of the war. It has always seemed to me that the critics of McClellan do not consider this vast and cruel responsibility. McClellan was a young man when this devolved upon him, and if he did not succeed it was because the conditions of success were so trying.
McClellan's plan was ambitious, landing at Fort Monroe and proceeding up the Virginia Peninsula to capture the rebel capital of Richmond, thus bring the war to a swift and decisive conclusion. But nothing about the Peninsular Campaign was swift or decisive. This is the subject of Mack and Lee, the second game in John Theissen's American Civil War operational series.
So I've been mildly obsessed with the Peninsular Campaign for a while now. I've done 6 games on battles from the campaign, 7 if you include the scenario I did in C3I magazine. So when Mary and I were talking to John about the American Civil War operational series, one of the first things we asked him is, can you do a game on the peninsula? And we knew that in asking for that, we were giving him something of a challenge, because this is a very difficult topic to model at an operational scale in ways that are both historically accurate and playable.
How does a designer solve a problem like McClellan? Well, most players aren't going to be as cautious. And if you reduce the situation to pure numbers, the boys in blue have the butternuts outnumbered 2-1. To make a game that models the tensions that were present historically, you need to model that human element. Mr. Theissen does this with a caution and uncertainty roll at the start of each player's turn, representing doubts about the enemy's numbers and positions, as well as the reconnaissance and planning needed to plan an attack. Roll higher than the caution level, your men can attack this turn. Otherwise, you cannot. The Confederate caution level will decrease over time, making it easier for them to go on the offensive. The Union level goes up and down depending on how you're doing, but mostly it goes up, making it harder. Do you ever get in your own way? Do you ever make big plans and then, right when you're going to do it, there's a knot twisting in your stomach? What if you get it wrong? What if you're making a terrible mistake? What will be the cost? Maybe McClellan agonized with that knot in his stomach. Or maybe not. He was pretty full of himself. But in that moment, when the die roll falls short, maybe we can identify with the brilliant young general struggling with that vast and cruel responsibility, and perhaps we can remember that wars aren't fought with numbers, but by human beings.